Hey everyone, welcome to our explainer on Chapter 6, Animal Diversity, where we are literally going to become nature's detectives. I actually put this specific explainer together to help my daughter study for her 7th grade science class, but hey, whether you're a student tackling this textbook or just a lifelong learner fascinated by the world around you, you are in the perfect place. We're going to look really closely at the clues nature leaves us to understand exactly how animals survive, adapt, and absolutely thrive. Okay, let's just dive right into this massive mystery. Our world is filled with millions of different animals. I mean, think about it. From the tiniest insects buzzing around your garden to massive whales in the ocean. And yeah, that includes us humans too. So, how on earth do we begin to organize them all? How do scientists take this chaotic, beautiful mess of life and sort it into categories that we can actually wrap our heads around? Well, like any good detective, we need clues to group our suspects. Scientists use 5 main criteria to classify the vast animal kingdom. We've got the mode of locomotion, which is basically just how they move around, their body shape, their body color, the overall size of the body, and the mode of nutrition, which is simply how they eat. By looking for these specific characteristics, it's like a giant puzzle we can start putting into logical groups. But actually, scratch that. Before we even look at color or size, scientists make a massive, fundamental split. It all comes down to internal structure, specifically the presence or absence of a backbone. Animals with a backbone, we call those vertebrates. Animals without one are invertebrates. This is literally the very first branching path on the tree of animal diversity, and it makes it incredibly easy to organize everything else we find out there in the wild.
All right, moving right along to Section 1, the art of camouflage, where we look at hiding in plain sight.
Now that we know how to broadly categorize these creatures, let's investigate our first real animal superpower. This ties right back to that body color clue we mentioned earlier, and how animals use it not just to look pretty, but as a completely vital tool for survival. To really grasp this, imagine you're doing this textbook experiment right now in your own backyard. It's called the Eccles stick experiment. You take small Eccles sticks, which are basically just little wooden broom bristles, paint some of them green, and scatter them at a patch of green grass. Then give yourself just a few seconds to quickly grab as many as possible. The goal is to see which color you end up finding last. And the result? The green sticks practically vanish because their color perfectly matches the grass. Your eyes and green kind of short-circuit trying to separate them from the background. This perfectly demonstrates how animals use matching body colors to protect themselves from predators by blending right into their environment. I mean, it's simple math. If a predator can't see you, it definitely can't eat you.
But wait, let's switch out the environment and see what happens. If we drop those exact same green sticks on a brown gravel floor, bam, they stand out instantly. A bird flying overhead would spot that green stick or, a green insect in an absolute heartbeat. This proves a huge rule of nature. Camouflage only works if the animal matches its specific surroundings. An adaptation that totally saves your life in the grass might make you a sitting duck on the rocks.
That brings us to Section 2, built for ultimate speed. It's all about body shape and movement. So while changing body color is super important for hiding, an animal's physical body shape is just as critical, especially when we're talking about locomotion or getting away from danger. To understand how nature engineers animals for speed, there's this great activity in the book, Activity 6.3, that asks us to use ladies' fingers, or okra of all things. We cut them into 2 different shapes to test water flow. Shape A has circular ends and is completely blunt and flat on both the front and back. But shape BC, that one is carved to have pointed, tapering ends that are nice and sharp. Next, we stick equal lumps of clay onto both vegetable shapes to give them a little weight, drop them into a water tray, and basically host the great ladies' fingers water race. We pull them through the water just to see which structure moves faster and fights against less resistance. And the dramatic finish, no surprise here, the pointed, tapering BC shape slices right through the water and hits the finish line way faster. The blunt, flat AA shape just pushes a ton of water ahead of it, creating all this drag that slows it right down. But the BC shape smoothly parts the water, gliding through almost effortlessly. Which leads us straight into Section 3, designing a streamlined shape. You see, that pointed, tapering design that won our little water race is absolutely no accident. It has a specific scientific name, a streamlined shape. If you look closely, several kinds of birds and fish naturally possess this exact same shape we just built. Think about a fish darting through a river or a bird soaring through the sky. They both feature that sleek design, thicker in the middle and pointed at both ends. It's honestly one of the most important biological designs in the animal kingdom for moving fast.
The textbook puts it perfectly. Nature equips these aquatic animals and birds with this aerodynamic design so they can effortlessly overcome the resistance of water and air. It's all about efficiency. It lets them hunt prey or outrun predators while burning the least amount of energy possible. Talk about a win-win.
And that perfectly tees up Section 4, the mastery of adaptation. When you think about it, every single feature we've investigated today, from having a backbone to the color of a bug's shell, is a critical tool. Animals aren't just randomly shaped or colored, they are meticulously sculpted by nature for the lives they lead. Whether it's the exact green hue of a grasshopper hiding safely in the lawn, or the streamlined curve of a fish darting through a river, these physical traits are perfect adaptations. They are nature's ultimate survival toolkit, helping millions of animals overcome the unique challenges of their very specific homes. So as we wrap up this explainer, and especially for my daughter as she reviews this tactor, I have a challenge for you. Step outside. Become a nature detective in your own neighborhood. See what incredible animal superpowers you can spot hiding right in plain sight. Can you find a streamlined bird or maybe an insect pulling off some genius camouflage? Keep your eyes open, stay curious, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.